So before you go out and play, make sure you listen to this tip. You will not regret it and you'll strike your irons way better. Let's get into it. This is why you're fatting the golf ball or catching it chunky. We've had a couple of comments come in and I'm sure there are a lot more of you out there that are struggling with this shot. You know when you hit it fat, it doesn't go the distance and we create a massive, great big divot before the golf ball. So let's give you 2 drills, if you heard me right, 2 drills that are gonna help you fix it. So first things first, if you're catching this golf ball fat, all you've got to think about is, imagine you were a little mini stick person in between this little semicircle that I've got here, okay? Essentially, our semicircle is happening before the golf ball and catching the ground here. What we've got to have with an iron is it catches somewhere around here. So nice and simply, your arc is happening too early, causing you to hit the ground, okay? So drill number 1 is going to be focusing on you getting through this ball better to control this arc. So what does that look like in real life? Well, that looked like some of these shots where we're sort of a little bit like this and not getting onto our front side enough. So what I really like to suggest with this shot is, and don't be scared when I say a step drill, all of us can do this, we can just do it slower if we feel a bit more or a bit less stable in our swing. So start with your feet together, create a backswing, and as you get to the top of your backswing, so sort of as your hands pass your shoulder height, like look at that position there, I want you to pay close attention to you stepping through and turning through and focusing on getting your chest or even like exaggerating that right shoulder all the way through to target. Because if you watch me doing this drill, where's it forcing me to transfer my weight? It's forcing me to move down to target this side. So the first drill is a step drill. And if you're going to hit one away with this, put it on a little mini T-peg, okay? I'd recommend doing that one down at the driving range. And it really, really does help you get through that golf ball a little bit more. It gets used to transferring that weight. So that is drill number 1. So drill number 2 is actually a shot that's been requested here by Denzel about how you play a downhill slope. So I actually got this, well, I actually did this with somebody in a lesson. So come forward with me here, watch this closely. Next time you're out on the golf course, go and find yourself a little mini downhill slope. Now, you might think I've lost my mind, but why this is brilliant is if you just come to the face-on perspective. And I would say this bit here is probably the most important part of the video because it's a practical way you can do it. So if you watch me here, so if I don't transfer my weight and I throw this angle away and I lean back, where am I going to contact the ground? It's going to exaggerate all your bad issues. You're going to contact that ground this side. It's going to make it harder for you to get a good contact. Whereas, if I stay nice and stable, I turn and pivot, and I transfer and move through, I can get my divot working this way because there's not a lot of margin for error. It's forcing us to get through and swing down this slope. So what I'd recommend, do this drill with like a 7-iron or 8-iron, nothing too long, because the slope will take a little bit of loft off anyway. But where your golf club is here, I want you to make 2 practice swings, focusing on making a divot starting at the ball and ahead, and then get a real feeling of getting through it. So simply, a downhill slope, if you don't get through it, you're going to smash that ground way before. Take 2 practice swings with a relatively lofted club, and then give it a bit of a hit. And it's going to really force you to get through that golf ball nicely. Oh my, yes. When you get that strike, when it launches, it flies and it feels like it's out the middle, and you're not catching that ground, there's no better feeling. Give it a go this Saturday. Hope you have a great round. Thanks very much.